Let us begin our new month with the book of Proverbs. This is God's guide on how we should be living our lives. Proverbs 1. The purpose of Proverbs. These are the Proverbs of Solomon, David's son, king of Israel. Their purpose is to teach people wisdom and discipline, to help them understand the insights of the wise. Their purpose is to teach people to live disciplined and successful lives, to help them do what is right, just, and fair. These proverbs will give insight to the simple, knowledge, and discernment to the young. Let the wise listen to these proverbs and become even wiser. Let those with understanding receive guidance by exploring the meaning in these proverbs and parables, the words of the wise, and their riddles. Fear the Lord is the foundation of true knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and knowledge. A father's exhortation: acquire wisdom. My children, listen when your father corrects you. Don't neglect your mother's instruction. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck. My child, if sinners entice you, turn your back on them. They may say, "Come and join us. Let's hide and kill someone." Just for fun, let's ambush the innocent. Let's swallow them alive, like the grave. Let's swallow them whole, like those who go down to the pit of death. Think of the great things we'll get. We'll fill our houses with all the stuff we take. Come, throw in your lot with us. We'll all share the loot. My child, don't go along with them. Stay far away from their paths. They rush to commit evil deeds. They hurry to commit murder. If a bird sees a trap being set, it knows to stay away. But these people set the ambush for themselves. They are trying to get themselves killed. Such is the fate of all who are greedy for money. It robs them of life. Wisdom shouts in the streets. She cries out in the public square. She calls to the crowds along the main street, to those gathered in front of the city gate. How long, you simpletons, will you insist on being simple-minded? How long will you mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools hate knowledge? Come and listen to my counsel. I'll share my heart with you and make you wise. I called you so often, but you wouldn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention. You ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you, when calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster engulfs you like a cyclone, and anguish and distress overwhelm you. When they cry for help, I will not answer. Though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me. For they hated knowledge and chose not to fear the Lord. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. Therefore, they must eat the bitter fruit of living in their own way, choking on their own schemes. For simpletons turn away from me to death. Fools are destroyed by their own complacency. But all who listen to me will live in peace, untroubled by fear of harm. Proverbs 1 serves as a foundational instruction to the book of Proverbs, outlining its purpose and primary themes: to impart practical wisdom, teach moral discipline, and guide individuals in making right, just, and fair choices in daily life. The key theme, the fear of the Lord, is the beginning of knowledge. This does not mean being terrified of God, but rather having a deep, reverent respect for Him that leads to a moral and obedient life. A father advises his son to heed the instruction of his parents. He warns against falling in with gangs or groups who entice others into wicked behavior, such as stealing or violence. The core meaning is that bad company leads to self-destruction, as the wicked ultimately set traps for their own lives. Wisdom is personified as a woman shouting in the streets, calling out to the public. She warns that those who stubbornly ignore her advice and choose foolishness will face severe consequences when trouble strikes. This highlights the necessity of actively choosing to seek wisdom before a crisis occurs. Okay. The main message of Proverbs 1 is that true wisdom begins with a deep, reverent fear of God and requires actively choosing instruction over foolishness. It serves as a foundational manual for living, warning that while rejecting wisdom leads to destruction, embracing it brings a secure and successful life. So I hope that helps. And we will continue, hopefully, throughout the remainder of the month. If you have any questions, comments, prayers, please feel free to bring them forward. And maybe we could start some group discussion. So with that, have a blessed first of the month, and I look forward to seeing you on the 2nd.